Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Simplistic Savings, and I am Sophie. Um, on my channel, I deal with everything regarding my personal budget, including my debt journey and my cash stuffing videos. Today, we will be going over my mid-month checkup. I think I'm going to be formatting it this way, so that way it's kind of easier on me and my family regarding my filming schedule. So I'll film the initial budget with me and then have a mid-month check-in, and then at the end of the month we'll go ahead and do a closeout. So it'll be 3 budget with me videos essentially for each month. Just because I get paid on a monthly basis, unlike a lot of people who do get paid bi-weekly, so they get like a magic month. I get paid salary, so this is how it's going to go, hopefully, moving forward. But let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Start here. So before we start, I do want to thank my new subscribers. I had started out when I restarted filming. It was, I want to say, 9 or 10 subscribers still subscribed to my channel. And right now, last I had checked, it was 21 new subscribers, or not new, but total subscribers. So I do want to thank everybody for their care and support on my journey. And so I want to shout everybody out that's new to this channel. Thank you again for everything that you do for me. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. So to reiterate, I am using the Clever Fox planner. It's an older model. I want to say there is a newer model on Amazon. I did get this planner for free, luckily. It just so happened to happen during the holidays, and it was running late, and I had shipped it out to where my in-laws were at the time. During the holidays, we were staying there, and we lived out of state, so if it was coming late, we wanted to do a return, so we pushed for the return because we didn't know if we were staying in time for it to arrive. And it arrived by the time we pushed the return, and so we kept it and we got a refund. So starting out, I had my paycheck hit at the end of August, so that's why everything started at the end of August. So August 8th, we bought groceries for $6.64. It was like a small run. And then for the 29th, I took out $949 to cash stuff. On the 30th, HP Ink came out, and that's a subscription for ink, and it came out to $7.57. And then renter's insurance on the 3rd of September came out to $25.75. We went to a restaurant, me and my husband, and it was $48.48. That's interesting that it came out to the same denomination as its cents. And that was on the 3rd as well, or it hit on the 3rd. I want to say it was because of the weekend. Pet insurance. The first one came out to $53.02. Chewy for my dogs came out to $167.74, so just under that $170 that we budgeted for my Chase. So this was the last debt that I had to pay out before my final personal debt, which is my student loan. And so we ended up settling for $780. So I have experience, and I had mentioned in an earlier video, I want to say, that if you have a debt that went into collections like I do, and if you settled, it might affect your score and lower it. But on Experian, it was saying that it can affect it. I want to say, and it backdates it to your last like missed payment before it went into collections. I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my word for it. But I want to say that's the case. If not, just let me know. But we settled it for $780. I think this one started out with like just below $4,000. I forgot, but it's gone now, so I'm excited about that. And now I just personally only have my student loan, so moving forward, it'll just be my husband's and mine's like joint stuff, except for my student loan, because he is a vet, so he gets the GI Bill, so he doesn't have to worry about student loans just yet. and I'm about to finish school, so if anything, we could probably pay for schooling out of pocket if he wants to take like continue going to school and he runs out of his GI Bill. And I'd rather do that than have to worry about the nightmare of student loans for him too. So the certificate, this is my son's certificate, and we put $50 out of his cash envelope. I need to put cash envelope here. So I remember that we had restuffed or unstuffed this. So labs, this is my husband's, but I pay for it, and it's $39.49 for that. Acorns, so this is the subscription, it's at $3. Acorns, this is to invest the change, and it's at $6. My student loan. I decided to pay that one at $50 because, again, I'm trying to get it out of default. So I did the fresh restart thing that they have deadline for the end of September. So hopefully it's out of default soon, and I can go ahead and set up a payment plan and figure out the minimum. And then I'm going to be paying a lot more than the minimum. But again, I'm gonna be kind of helping my husband out just because his credit cards and his stuff isn't as crazy as my student loan. So I ended up giving my husband $261 to pay off our credit cards. And that was on the 6th. Canva restarted again at $12.99, and then I went to Target for shopping, and this came out to $17.77. This I restuffed with my cash envelope. I'm hoping my camera doesn't shake as much just because like now I'm not using the clamp tripod anymore. I'm using a new one that I bought off of Amazon. So hopefully I can film that. Okay. And IDQ, that one is what do you call it? Credit monitoring webs or subscription that I have to make sure that nobody's trying to steal my identity. $26.99 is what it came out to be. Nintendo finally came out to $37.88 after tax. So we have $3 extra for that. Vision for my husband was $12.24. My other pet insurance came out to be $44.95. Car insurance came out to $121.31. And there is nothing pending. I just checked before filming. So this is it for the rest of the month until my subscriptions come out. So we'll go ahead and look at that. So this is my monthly overview for the month of September. So what I usually do throughout the month is I will in my initial budgeting with me video, I put in what I'm expecting it to be, and then throughout the month, I'll put what it actually is once it's posted or once it's pending. The only time when I'm not gonna put something is if it's like a restaurant, because sometimes when you tip the server via like your card transaction, they'll like take out how much you actually paid for the meal, but not the actual tip. So something like that, then I wouldn't put it in until later. And if I do and I make a mistake, I'll just white it out. I'm trying to avoid whiteout, but yeah, it's inevitable, unfortunately. So renters insurance, it came out already. Pet insurance settled to $97.97. Internet is one of those we're still waiting on. So the pet groomers, it came out to $250, and I didn't list it on my expenses just because it was cash stuffing. So we paid cash for this, and the $50 extra we came out to the dog's medication envelope. So I'm thinking of just increasing that envelope price and then just having it all like transfixed together, like their medical costs as well as their grooming costs, because their Chewy is separate because it's electronic, because it's Chewy. It's an online retailer. You can't really go to a shop for Chewy. So it's different than like going to the vet and paying cash versus, or like going to the groomers and paying cash. versus Chewy, where I have to pay card. So I think I'm gonna just combine their envelopes together and just kind of increase the denomination for their groomer and their medication total. And the reason why their sinking fund is kind of already pricey, with I think 167 is what I'm putting it at, is because I'm also trying to save up for a allergy test, because we had mentioned that to the vet one time, and they said it's about $400 per dog, just because it's not just an allergy test, it's like an entire, not a biopsy, but essentially, like their entire like DNA history. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what would happen if we decide to do that specific test to see if they're allergic to anything. Just because my dog, one of them, he constantly gets like ear infections, and we don't know if it's because he's allergic to like his food or if he's allergic to his environment. So I'd rather do like an allergy test or an all-encompassing test to see what's going on with him, to make sure that we're not doing something wrong on our end. And I would rather save up for that than have to worry about him constantly having like ear infections, because I feel really, really bad for that. But moving forward, for our subscriptions, HP Inc. came out. Acorns, we're still waiting on that, just because the investment option takes out throughout the month, so I don't know if it's going to continue doing so. IDQ already got taken out. Canva got taken out, so we're still waiting on iCloud and Apple Music to get taken out. And then Chewy's already been taken out, and then groceries. I technically already used all of this, so 150 is already taken out. Dining out, we haven't really done much. Hold on. I mean, technically, we did go to a restaurant, so yeah, but I made up for it with, I want to say, the grocery one or the shopping one. I kind of combined them all together and just ended up allocating it towards what I need it to be. So it'll still kind of come up to that. So I'll probably scratch this off to add towards that, as long as we don't like go out and pay any more restaurant fees from my account. I should be good. So my husband's medication still hasn't gotten taken out yet, so the money's still in the account. So I'm hoping that it gets taken out soon, because we're expecting my insurance to not fully pay it off, and we're expecting to pay around this amount still. Shopping, I think I'm down to like $30 for that one. And then for my credit and loans, again, everything added to 1091. So I'm actually I'm either going to decrease it or round it up. I think I want to do a straight $1,000. It all really depends on how much the minimum is for my student loan. So whatever my minimum for my student loan is, if it's flexible, I'm going to go ahead and increase that. If not, I'm just going to decrease it to $1,000. But next up for others, miscellaneous, still nothing just yet. And then these are just my cash envelopes. So my cash envelope versus my sinking funds is kind of different. And then, so I actually had to add a Nintendo up here for $40, because I forgot I'm gonna have to account for it for later on for the end of the month. So added that, changed my total budgeted to 2827 instead of 2787. So now I can go ahead and write that out. And besides that, I've been doing good regarding like keeping to my budget so far. The only thing was that restaurant thing. My husband said he was going to pay for it, but I was completely fine with just taking it out of my cash envelopes, just to make sure that we were able to go out to eat, because I've been really, really craving a bunch of like food at restaurants lately. So he's been paying for a lot of it. So I was completely okay with paying for it this time. But that is my mid-month check-in for my budget with me. Stay tuned for the end of the month budget closeout. Thank you again for watching till the end of the video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you later. Bye.